Hi students, in this video we'll discuss about the file system interface, so which is unit 5 in operating system. So the main topics in this unit are file concept, access methods, directory structure, protection, file system structure, allocation methods and free space management. So the learning objectives of this unit are, so in this unit we have to learn about the different types of files and different attributes of the files, and we have to explain the uses of the files and file system, and we have to understand the file operations, and we have to discuss about the allocation methods in files. So these are the learning objectives, and normally in every computer the data will be stored in a secondary storage devices. Okay, so what are the secondary storage devices here? Magnetic disk and magnetic tapes, hard disks. So these are the secondary storage devices. So in a disk the data will be stored in a small unit. Here this small unit we are calling as a disk blocks. So whatever the data which is stored in the disk blocks, so that is called as a file. So actually these files are mapped by the operating system onto the physical devices. So what are the physical devices here? Whatever the disk and tapes, so those are called as a physical devices. So these physical devices are non-volatile. So now we'll see the definition of a file. So file is nothing but is a collection of related information that is stored in the secondary storage devices. So what is the definition of a file? Is the collection of related information which is stored in the secondary storage devices. And another definition we call as a file is the smallest unit in the secondary storage. So how the data will be stored in the files? So in files the data will be stored like in programs as well as in data files as well as in program files. And coming to the data files, we are having the numeric files, alphabetic files, alphanumeric files and binary files. And coming to the programs, and programs can be as source programs, object programs or executable programs, audios or videos. And source programs means whatever the you are written the program in the C language, that is called as a source program. So once you are compiled, your source program will be converted into an object program, which is nothing but an zeros and ones. Executable program means once your program is compiled, it will be converted into object code. Now it is ready for execution. So this execution file will be loaded into an main memory. So that is called as an executable files. File attributes are name, type, location, size, protection, time, date and user identification. Here a name is nothing but an whatever the name you are given to your file, so nothing but information kept in human readable form. So next type means which is needed for systems that supported for different types, means the type of file you are using. For example, the .txt file, which is nothing but a text file. .ppt means is a PowerPoint presentation file. .doc is nothing but a documentation file. So that means the type of file you are using. Next one is an location. Location means in which location the file is stored, which means which pointer to the file location on device. So next one, size means whatever the current size of the file. Protection means it controls who can do reading, writing as well as an executing. So next attribute is time, date and user identification, which is nothing but the information kept for last creation, last modification and last usage, means who are using the last time, how much time they are using, in which date that particular file will be used, and this data will be kept in this particular attribute. So this is data will be useful for protection as well as then security. So the information about these files are kept in the directory structure, which where it is maintained, which is maintained on the disk. So now we'll see about the file operations. So file operations are create, write, read, reposition within the file, delete, truncate, append, copy, rename, open and close. First we will see the create operation. Once you create a file, you have to find space for the file in the disk. So if the space is there, you can do the entry for the new file is made in the directory. So here directory entry stores the name of the file as well as the location of the file in the disk. So this is about the create function. So means you have to if you want to create any file, first you have to find space in the disk, whether the space is there or not. So if the space is there, means you can entry for the new file is will be made in the directory. Next one is an write. So you have to write anything in the file. First you have to search that particular file whether it is present in the directory or not. If it is fine, then it keeps on writing, means which pointed by the write pointer. For every write operation, that write pointer will be updated. So next one is a read. So this is also same to write. First you have to find that particular file with whether it is present in the directory or not. If it is fine, then you can start the read operations. Means for every read operation, read pointer will be updated one by one. Next one is a reposition within the file. So nothing but as a file seek operation, means we are current position of the file will be resetting. We are resetting the position of the file. So next one is a delete. Delete means first we have to delete the record from the directory. First before deleting the file, first you have to search that file whether it is the file is present in the directory or not. If it is present, first you have to release the file space, and after that you have to erase the directory entry. So next one is a truncate. Truncate means first we have to set the length of the file to 0 and space allocated to the file is released. So what is the difference between delete and truncate? Means in the case of delete, the total directory and total file will be deleted, but in the case of truncate, only the size of the file will be deleted. So next one is an append. Append means adding new information into the end of the file. Next one is an copy. Copy means creation of a new file, means you are simply copying the old one to new one. Rename. Rename means changing the file which is already exist. Open means first we have to search the directory whether that particular file is present in the directory or not. If it is present, simply we are opening that file, means we are moving the content of entry into the memory. Next one is a close. So closing means move the content of entry in memory to the directory structure on the disk. So next we'll discuss about the file types. So these are the different file types. We are having the name as well as an extension. So see here we are the three blocks. We are having file type, usual, extension and what it is function. So first for file type is executable file. So usually the extensions are .exe, .com, .bin. So this particular, what is the function of executable file means it will be read to run machine language program. Means for example, if you are written a C program, if you are written a C program, so C program we are calling as a source file. We are calling as a source file. So after writing the C program, you are compiling that program that will be converted into an object file. So now the object file is a machine level language. After conversion of object file, it is ready for execution. Means that particular object file will be loaded into a main memory for the execution. So that is called as an executable file. So next one is an object file. Object file means .obj or .4 means which is compiled, and next one is a machine level language. Source code means .c, .cc, .java, etc. means source code in the various languages. So means whatever the code you are written in the any language, the C language or Java language, whatever it may be, that particular code will be called as a source code. So next one is batch file. Batch file means simply this particular files will be used in the case of writing shell programs in the Unix operating system. So that is .bat extension .sh. So next one is a text file. So text file extension means .txt and .doc. And also we are having the word processors, various different types of word process formats we are having. So that is the .wp and .tex and .rrf, and one more thing is a .doc. So next one is the library functions. So in this particular library functions we are having the different types of functions. So those can be indicated by the .lib or .a, .so, so on. And actually, for example, if you are written in a C program, we are having the header files like hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h. So these are called as a library functions. So these are called as a library functions. So that library functions will be written like an .lib like that. So next one is an print or view. So mainly .arc or .zip or .tar. So next one is an archive file types. This is also an extensions are .arc, .zip file and .tar. So next one is an multimedia. So multimedia means we are having the different types of videos like MP3, MP4, .avi. So these are the different types of file types. So next we'll discuss about the file accessing methods in the next